A tiny belief shift I implemented that changed everything I attract, including deep peace, multi-millions in revenue over the past years, and dream places I've lived. So when it comes to beliefs, we all have a crazy amount of them, and most of them are false and limiting us and holding us back. Check this out. In life, we're trying to get to next stages, almost like going up a staircase, right? We're trying to get to different levels in life. And those levels are income, career, love, the things that we're wanting in our life. So we might be from stage 1 now to stage 2 in life. Your career's advancing, things are happening in your life. But as soon as you are trying to step up to maybe stage 3, trying to go here, you're hitting an invisible wall, a glass ceiling, whatever you want to call it, and it feels very frustrating and disappointing. And this invisible wall is basically your programming, your paradigm, your subconscious beliefs, all put together into one that's holding you back and literally making a force field mirror so that you can't get what you want. And for me, this was so frustrating. This is so hard because you want something bigger for your life, but it's not working out. Now, before we cover that one shift that changed my life, we need to cover minor and major beliefs. Minor beliefs are little things that hold you back. They're small things that it's easy to get through sometimes, but they're little things, and there's like 1,000 different limiting small minor beliefs that are going on inside of our mind. Our major beliefs are these big roadblocks. It's the ones that we might run into for 20 years if we're not really aware of them and how to change them. These are the most daunting ones that usually are a life theme, something that's been playing out recurring over and over and over. Let's do some examples. A minor belief would be like, I'm bad at public speaking. I'm no good at that. I feel anxious. I don't know what to say. I stumble over my words. I say a lot of ums and ahs. But a major belief would be, I'm not worthy of being seen or heard. You see the difference in impact level there? One is about a specific thing about public speaking. Another thing is about my character, who I am as an identity, as a person. I'm not worthy of being seen is a dramatic impact level on so many areas of life, where this one about public speaking is only about public speaking. Another minor belief example is, I forget names. I'm no good at remembering somebody's name. Again, a small impact level. Yeah, there's some impact to you. Maybe you want to be a lot better socially on understanding and remembering somebody's name when they say it to you. So there's some sort of impact level, but it's small. But a major belief might be, I am not smart enough to succeed. Imagine that belief. If you have that belief, every area of life is going to be impacted by your level of confidence in your actions, behaviors, and thoughts in what you're doing in life, right? So this major impact level, if I feel I'm no good at succeeding, I'm going to literally manifest a mirror zone into my life that's not actually succeeding. I'm not achieving what I'm wanting in mostly all areas, but this one area of forgetting somebody's name, it's like something that's not fun, but it's a minor inconvenience. So the cool part about today's video is you're gonna learn that these little minor beliefs that get in the way, they're not that big of a deal, but there's so many of them. Thousands and thousands of these little tiny thoughts that we've inherited from our family or our ancestors or from childhood or past lives or whatever you want to call all the conglomerate of all the ways you can inherit beliefs. There's so many of them. It would take you so long, many, many lifetimes to tackle them all, right? Oh, this little tiny thing, this little tiny thing, and this little tiny thing. There's just so much. But when it becomes an impact level, if we can change one of these major beliefs, what's going to happen here is you're going to open up an entire pathway for you to get to stage 3, and it bypasses all of the minor beliefs all in one. So you will literally jump over to stage 3 in your life, whatever that next level is, and you will start to elevate your life to this happy place. Stage 3, whatever that stage 3, level 3, next level for you is in life, because you've bypassed this major belief, which was the roadblock. These little ones, you could swerve around and figure it out, but there's thousands of them. It just takes forever. If you do this one core major belief, you're going to advance to your next level very quickly, and that's what happened to me. And when I started to really address this, everything in my life started to shift very quickly. And by the way, if you're getting value out of this video, we'd love for you to subscribe to our channel to be here with our soul tribe. Throw a like on the video also if you're getting value. And if you want any help with this, Prosperity Magnet course, one-on-one coaching, mentorship, all of that is in the link in the description below. Check it out. We'll help and support you to your next level and really guide you with accountability, live calls, everything you need to get to the next level. So here's the process that I used, and I'm going to give you that one belief that changed my life. But the process I used to get there was, number one, find the gap that's going on in your life. What is the gap between your level 2 and your level 3? And we're just defining level 2 and level 3 as just arbitrary ideas, but it's like where you are now to where you want to go. There's a gap. What's the thing that you've been stumbling over and over and over? What is that blockage? What is that roadblock? One example for me, and this is the belief shift I'm going to share with you, is I felt very unhappy, ungrounded, and just really down in life. No matter how much personal development I did, no matter how much mindset I did, shifting some minor beliefs and all these things in life, I just felt like I was always trying to seek something on the outside to fill that happiness. The next achievement, the next income level, having love in my life, having a certain dream home, traveling the world. I felt like all these other things, once I had those, I would finally feel content. I'd finally feel whole inside. I'd finally feel like I've arrived, if you will. But that couldn't be farther from the truth. The more I achieved, the more I succeeded, the more that emptiness was still there, and sometimes it was amplified because there was so much contrast. I traveled the world, I went somewhere, and then I would still feel this emptiness feeling sometimes as unhappiness. And it was so hard. I'm sure you've been there before as well. It's like, I don't know what this is. I don't know what to do with it. So that was the gap. That was saying, I'm feeling unhappy, ungrounded. No matter what I'm doing, it's just not filling that space inside me with something different. So find your gap. What is your recurring theme going on in life? Number two, what is your gap defined as internally? You'll know this by recognizing what inner thoughts you have overall. What do your thoughts tell you? Another example that a lot of my clients go through is, no matter how hard I try, no matter what I do, I never have abundance at the end of the month, right? So that's their definition in their thoughts. You just want to listen to your thoughts. That's how you know what that is. So you define your gap, and then you're defining what thought constantly comes through. For me, it was, I don't feel like I'm enough. I need to go get something on the outside to fill it up. That was the thought I kept having. I need more, I need more, I need more. And that I need more, it's not a bad thing to have more, but it was from an intentionality of feeling better about me, right? So the gap, that was the definition. And now 3 is, what is the major belief shift I need to believe in order to have this healed inside of me or changed? From my example, my major belief shift is, I am home. Not in a house or something like that, but inside me, I am the wholeness I need to find, not something on the outside. I am home. This was the tiny belief shift that changed my life completely, because if I can find home inside of me, that's where all the happiness is. That's where all the feelings of wholeness are. That's where the groundedness feeling comes. That's how you don't react as much from the outside. You find home inside your own consciousness. And when that clicked, it felt like there was a peace already inside me. I remember getting goosebumps when I uncovered this, because it felt like, that's it. That's what I've been searching for, home. And now the gap, there's no longer a gap. I was no longer defining my belief system. My major belief is, once I get this thing, I'll arrive and I'll feel better about me. My new major belief system was, I am home. And then I did all the belief techniques. I repeated out loud. I affirmed it. I really was with it. I wrote it down. I visualized it. I did all the different things to help my mind now drop from the conscious to the subconscious, so it's now reprogrammed. It's now who I ultimately am. And now that major belief shift, it tunneled me over to my next version. And the next version was peace, happiness, and groundedness. So these stairs can be an income level, like I said. It could be a love, it could be a dream home, it could be a luxury vacation, style of living. It could be anything. For me at that time, it was, I am home. And then my next evolution was starting to feel at home. So what is your major belief system? Find your gap, define it with your thoughts, shift that major belief system, and allow yourself to actually start embodying this new major belief system, and your life could completely shift to a very different parallel reality, a very different road and path. Give it a shot.